Hey guys, so today's video is a prom makeup tutorial in collaboration with Babs Beauty on YouTube. She is absolutely stunning and has created a more of a rosy pinkish look, so I'll leave the link to that video and channel down below. So to start, I'm using my Urban Decay setting spray to hydrate and set my face ready to put makeup on the top. I feel for prom this is like a really crucial step because you want your makeup to last as long as it can. Especially if you're doing your makeup yourself, I find using tape is kind of a foolproof way to ensure that really sleek cut edge to your eyeshadow. So I'm just placing this on my eyes. To prime my eyes for eyeshadow, I'm using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This again is going to ensure the eyeshadow is going to last the longest time and you're going to get the strongest colour payoff with the shadows. And as my initial transition shade, I'm using the shade Naked from the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, I think this is. I use this throughout the video. And I'm using my Sigma E40 brush as always in order to get the most buffed out seamless eyeshadow, so I'll leave the link to that down below. Next I'm taking Frappe from Makeup Geek, which is just slightly warmer brown, and I'm using this on a Delian Tools brush just to further deepen the crease. So for my prom look, I'm doing something slightly more bronze and gold, so I'm using Half Baked from Urban Decay just on the centre of my lid. Then going in with Dark Horse from the same Urban Decay palette, just on the outer corner of my lid to further add a bit more dimension because I like my eyeshadow to go light to dark. Then taking Cocoa Bear eyeshadow from Makeup Geek, I'm using this again to just further deepen the crease and blend out the shimmery shadows that we just placed on the lid. Finally, further define the socket, I'm using my number 26 eyeshadow from LUXIE, which is just a really nice dark chocolate brown, and this is just going to add the final bit of depth to the eyeshadow. Then to highlight the inner corner, I'm using Virgin from Urban Decay on a small pencil brush. The most satisfying part, I'm removing the tape and then taking some of my Garnier Marcella water just to clean up any fallout. You can just use any eye makeup remover to do this. Now using my NYC liquid eyeliner, you can obviously skip this step if you find doing eyeliner yourself really difficult. You can just use maybe a black eyeshadow to create a winged look, but because I want to go in with eyelashes, I feel like I need liner. I'm just creating a simple wing. Then just apply your favourite mascara to your top lashes, ready for eyelashes. Keep things looking as natural as we can. I'm using the ARDELL demi whispies and I find this just applies the perfect amount of drama. Now onto face. I'm just priming my face using the L'OREAL Lumi Magique primer, I think this is, and just using my LUXIE foundation brush just to buff that into the skin. I find this gives a really gorgeous glow to the skin, which is kind of the natural healthy look that you want for prom. Now this is obviously optional, but I am using two foundations. A lot of you have said you want to see me using something a bit more lightweight, so I'm using the MAC Face and Body Foundation in the shade C3, which is the lightest weight foundation that I know of. It's basically 70% water, but it gives a really, really nice buildable coverage if you want that, and it's really nice in pictures as well, so I think this is perfect for prom. But I am going in with my Makeup Forever foundation, the tiniest bit just on the sides of my face where I find I have the most texture, just to add to the coverage, but it is, other than that, a really light coat of foundation, let's say. I went ahead and did my brows off camera, but I used the Soap & Glory Brow Archery in Hot Chocolate and set them in place with the Benefit Gimme Brow. Then used that same Virgin eyeshadow to highlight under my brow bone. And conceal under my eyes, I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Natural, just because in photos you don't want that white cast under your eyes, so I'm using one that's just got a nice peach undertone and isn't too drastically different from my actual skin tone. So I'm just applying this in kind of upside down triangles under my eyes, on my forehead and on my chin, and using my Morphe G2 brush to just buff that in. So as you can see, it blends really seamlessly and it isn't too kind of dramatic. To achieve the most natural looking contour, I find using creams to be the most effective, and I'd seen in my comments recently a few people saying that they couldn't find the NYX concealer in the shade Almond, and that's because I've been getting it wrong this whole time. It's in the shade Nutmeg, and as you can see, it's just a really nice warm shade and it blends super nicely into the skin to create a really natural soft contour. To set all the creams in place, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC20 to set my concealer and also just brighten up the tiniest bit under my eyes. And then using my NARS All Day Luminous powder in the shade Fiji to set the rest of my face. And I find using a powder to set the rest of your face is going to really ensure the longest wear out of your foundation. To add some further warmth to my skin, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark, not to really contour but just to kind of pull the look together, so taking this just where I applied the cream contour and on the tops of my forehead. Then to highlight, I'm using my BECCA highlighter in the shade Opal. This looks absolutely stunning in pictures and really captures the light when flash goes off, so that's probably going to happen a lot during prom. And then I just applied frappe again under my eyes and applied my MAC Extended Play mascara to finish off the eye look. Then for the lips, I wanted to keep it fairly neutral. You can pair this eye look with literally any lip colour, but I wanted to keep it neutral, so I'm using my MAC Oak lip liner and my Anastasia lip gloss in Undressed. And that's everything, guys. I really hope you liked this look. If you recreate it, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and make sure you check out Babs Beauty's channel to see her rose inspired look. Thanks guys, see you soon, bye!